Honestly, so everyone's talking about how dominant FaZe are right now, and yeah, they're fucking dominant. But I got like three key points as to why they are as good as they are right now, ever since Cold War. So my first point is now I think more than ever, especially now with the updated map pool, which is going to be another one of my points. We are playing one of the more normal CODs we've seen in like the past like 4 years. So if you look at the past four COD titles, Cold War, a normal game, a great game from Treyarch, they dominate that game because things are normal, spawns are normal, things make sense. So they're literally the best team. It's a normal game, even playing field, not really much cheese in Cold War. So they dominated that game. It was a normal game. Then we get Vanguard, which like in terms of having dead silence and shit like that, it's a normal game, but like horrible fucking maps that were not designed for hardpoint. They're playing fucking Gavitu all year. Like just a fucking fugazi game with a lot of horrible spawns. The fact they're still able to get second every event, I can't defend them for not beating like LAG and shit like that, but like they still play second at every event. So the fact that they're even consistent in like horrible dog shit fucking games says it all. Then we get MW2, a game which was all sound whoring, no dead silence. You literally just had like the fucking field upgrade where you had it for like 20 seconds. Like a game that was just full of cheese, horrible maps, like the same four horrible maps. Hotel was probably like the only like half fucking decent map, but like spawns in that game were also horrible. So another horrible game where they're still able to consistently place still. But now again, and they did win one event in MW2 as well, but like still. But now we're back to having another normal game. I still hate the fucking tac sprint and all these games. I fucking hate that shit. I just wish it would just be normal sprint. But like now we're playing a game with like, now you see the map pool now with like 6-star Rio. We're playing a more normal game. Spawns are still fugazi, but there's dead silence. It's like the most normal COD we've had since Cold War. And since it's normal, even playing field, now it comes down to skill. Now they're fucking dominating. That's my take, I feel. Because and the fact they're even still placing good in all those horrible games, consistently placing, like, always getting second, always averaging fucking top three, like, all the time, like, never outside the top three, is absurd. Like, that's absurd. So that's my point number one, is now we're just playing, like, a more normal game. There's still a lot of fucked up spawns, don't get me wrong, and fucking shit like that, but, like, this map pool is, like, the best map pool we've had since Cold War. Like, and that's the game that had like Raid, had Standoff, had all the fucking normal fucking good maps from Black Ops 2. This is the best maps that we've had since then in 4 years. And also I was gonna say like the map pool. So now you take out Invasion, you take out Terminal, you get Rio and 6-star. So now in terms of hardpoint, they're gonna auto fucking veto sub base every time. Don't know why that map's still in the map pool. You take out sub base now. They got better at Karachi. I still don't think they're that great at Karachi. Like, I still actually don't think... I mean, compared to, like, most of the league, they're obviously way better than everyone at Hardpoint, just off of pure skill. But I've been watching them for, like, 4 years. And I've been watching them for, like, the past 3 years make, like, very basic... Like, hardpoint mistakes. They always fight for scrap time all the time when they don't have to. They don't rotate all the time. Like, they depend on breaking hills and used to punish them in all these games. But now in this game, they're doing a bit less. They're being smarter about rotations. I could see they're kind of learning from lessons from the past 3 years a bit. They still do go for fucking scrap time all the time, but now they're breaking easily. They're rotating better. Like, they're actually... I'm watching now, and like last year in Vanguard, I'm like, guys, can you fucking rotate to a hill first? They were just depending on breaking every time. The other team, no matter who they're playing, would get to the hill before them. And against like the bottom teams, they could just break them easily because they're fucking FaZe. Just fucking out fucking gun skill them. Very easy to fucking break, but like, bro, like... against the other team just was not working. And now we're playing a more normal game. They're starting to rotate better now. They're using a lot more teamwork. I feel like in those past years, there's a lot of individual errors Now I could just like see them on the map, like the way they're baiting and switching, trading. This addition of Draza, I'm not sure what happened, but bro, breathing new life into this team. Like I'm watching the way that, like I watched like a play on Skid Row Hardpoint when they faced Toronto like before. It was like the last major or whatever. It was like a very dire situation. It was like P4, P5 or whatever. Like that hill, like in like the back of offense spawn on Skid Row, whatever hill that is, and just watching like the way like FaZe came through the fucking tunnel and like one guy slid out, the other guy like shot over him. Like I'm just seeing their teamwork, and that's basic bait and switching, by the way, but I'm just watching their teamwork, and there's a lot more teamwork, a lot more coordination. I still don't feel they're perfect, but I just feel like they just outskill every team, and they just punish teams for mistakes. And when they make mistakes, they're the best team in the world at recovering from mistakes. A lot of teams, when they make mistakes on the map, it like costs them the game. But like when FaZe makes mistakes, for some reason they're still able to bounce back, and they're still able to like still recover and still end up fucking winning some maps. Sometimes these mistakes actually cost them like the loss, but like, bro, like they're playing like, even in their S&Ds now, I'm seeing a lot more teamwork, like just a lot more teamwork. And so now getting back to my map pool thing. So now you take out fucking Terminal, you take out Invasion. Invasion, the most cheesiest hardpoint map of all time. So now, if they auto veto sub base, you either have the choice to play them on Rio, which is their best map, so most teams are going to veto that. You still have to play them on Karachi. You still have to play them on, what the fuck's the other map? You have to play them on Karachi. You still have to play them on 6 star. Like, you know, what the fuck's the 5th map? There's a 5th map. Now I'm fucking tweaking. Now I'm tweaking. Where the fuck's the map? I'm about to just fucking go on any fucking thing. Holy shit, I can't even, I'm faded. There's one more map I'm fucking missing. What the fuck are the hardpoint maps? Oh my god. Like, what are the maps? I'm so, hold on. Okay, I got it. So they auto veto sub base. So you either have to, and then, so if they auto veto sub base, most teams are probably gonna auto veto Rio, because that's literally their best map. No team is literally gonna stand a chance against them on that map. Maybe that might change later in the year. I hope it doesn't. I love seeing great teams dominate. Like, a lot of teams are like, man, it gets boring when they just fucking 3-0 everyone. I love that shit. Personally, I like that shit. They could do it all year. I don't give a fuck. I like it. I like seeing dominant teams dominate. I like seeing that history of, like, just, like, team dominate the whole fucking year. Because then when you look back on it later, you're like, fuck, dude, that team was fucking godlike. So, anyways, they auto-veto sub-base every single time. Most teams are probably going to auto-veto Rio. And if they don't, if you pick any other map, you're going to have to play them on Rio. They're just going to pick Rio. So, with sub-base of Rio, you have to play them on Karachi, which they're good at. It's probably still a weakness for them when it comes to rotation. I kind of feel whenever they play Ultra on that map, like, Ultra always beats them in the rotations, and they play so stupid against Ultra, but for some reason they were still able to beat Ultra last time. But I feel like they have to play that map a bit better in terms of just knowing when to fight for scrap time, knowing when to rotate, you know, like, holding spawns better. Like, there's a lot of small things they could do to play Karachi better, but they're still great at Karachi though. Like, they still beat all the top 3 teams at that map. So you have to play them on Karachi or 6 star. They're great at 6 star. We fucking found out. They're fucking nasty at it. And then Vista, I think they played it one time, and they're fucking nasty at that map too. So Rio, Karachi, 6 star, Vista. All 4 maps they're all fucking good at. You know, so pick your poison, you know. And they'll probably pick 6 star if you auto-veto Rio. So it'll probably be 6 star Karachi. Some teams might pick Vista instead. They're still good at all these maps. So pick your poison on that. Control, I mean, depending on the team, I mean, like they're good at Invasion, but Invasion's a very back and forth map. Karachi, whatever, the controls or whatever, they're still good at control. Probably have to touch up on their high rise a bit. Then, Search and Destroy, like they're good at every S&D map. They most likely, I think, when they veto Karachi. I'm pretty sure they veto Karachi against most teams. So you either play them on 6-star, which they're good at, high rise, which like they're also good at, Invasion, which probably most teams stand a better chance against the map, but they're still like solid all these maps, you know. So they just have a very good map pool. There's still a lot of things they can work on. I don't think they're unbeatable. I just think they're good at just like punishing teams for mistakes, and like when they make mistakes, they're just like so good in that sense. But in terms of just like map to map, you know, there's like some maps on here where they could just like, I feel like there's like a 95% chance, you know, against every team on like a 100 match simulator they're going to win. But there are things they were on their map pool, but the thing that makes them good is the map pool. We're playing a normal game now, and they just have a lot more fucking teamwork now. They have a lot more teamwork. You can see it now, and they're learning from mistakes from the previous year. I was screaming at my monitor for the past 3 years, literally watching them play hardpoint. Like, it was so annoying to watch. Like, the way they lose these hardpoints, I'm like, bro, just basic things you could fix. How come no one's bringing it up in the practice? They keep making the same mistakes over and over again. It's like they're not fucking learning. But now it seems like they're learning more. And yeah. That's what makes FaZe fucking dominant now. And I mean, you have Simp also as well. Like, let's fucking go on this. 85 Slayer rating. The second highest Slayer rating only to Hydra's 86. Like, and he could have a way better KD too. But I watch Simp like a lot of times when like he dies. There's a lot of like times where like he could just chill for a sec, but like he would much rather just fly out and die. Like, he could actually have probably like a 1.3. If like he's still chowed the same way he chows, but there's like some chows where he's absolutely like fucking one tries like whatever, I'll fucking die, whatever, or he just like chows something he doesn't have to. But like for him to still have like a 1.8 highest engagements, like hardpoint KD has the highest hardpoint KD in the league, 1.18, 1.20 S&D, 1.09 positive in every fucking game mode with an 85 Slayer rating. Like, geez, man, this guy's literally fucking doing the damn thing. Like, you got players like that and the whole team's fucking good. Like, you know, the whole team, all of them have fucking positive fucking overalls. Like, everyone is contributing, and this is a team. This is like one of the only teams in the league. I think this is the only team actually, when your star player plays bad, everyone could take over. Draza plays bad, Simp takes over, or Abizi takes over. Both of them take over. Abizi plays bad, Simp draws to take over. Cell plays bad, Simp Abizi draws to take over. You know, like whenever someone plays bad, the others play good. You know, there's always someone to fall back on. Like if Scrappy plays bad, most of the time Ultra's gonna lose. You know, most of the time. You could argue maybe like the Major 1 finals when Inside had like a 1.45 fucking finals KD. He was actually hard carrying that fucking series, but you could argue certain times, but most of the time, like Gwen, if he does bad, they're fucked, you know? Like most teams, like when one player does bad, they're literally kind of fucked. Like FaZe is just so talent heavy, bro. So talent heavy. When someone plays bad, someone's always there to pick it up. Like, they just don't make teams like this anymore, you know? Like they used to, but fuck, not anymore. Like, goddamn, bro. I could actually talk about them all day too.